Here's your 2025 real estate crash update. You think lower rates will fix everything? Think again. This is for those people, whether you're a real estate agent, broker, loan broker, even the media is guilty of this. You have to pay attention to the facts. You have to look back at history. And one of the things history teaches us, if you do the right research, is in every crash, they lower the rates to try and stimulate the economy. They did it in '08. They did it in 2020. But you know what it also takes? It takes liquidity. It takes a lot of liquidity. They got to turn on the money printers. Just by dropping the rate is not going to be enough to make housing go back up. The crash in the automotive industry that's happening now because so many people are underwater. Some people are 30, 40, even 50,000 upside down on their cars. It's going to take a whole lot more than lower rates to fix this problem. Think the job market. It's in a very bad way. It's been in a very bad way for a while. There is no economic certainty. People don't feel confident in the economy. One of the main reasons right now people are removing their houses off the MLS because there's no activity. Yet we're heading into territory where we're having record inventory in some states or counties. If they dropped interest rates, everybody who has been interested in selling a house and pulled it off the market for no activity, every broker's out there saying when the markets drop, prices are going to skyrocket. You guys have to understand that the only reason prices went up when they dropped rates was scarcity. There wasn't enough inventory. There's a lot of inventory now, and there's going to be more inventory if they drop rates because everybody's being fed. If rates drop, the market's going to explode. Granted, some markets, there's not a lot of inventory, though they might go up. But the majority of the markets, it's going to take stimulus. It's going to take the money printers. That's what makes the wheels of the economy turn. Right now, it's not just, and yes, this is all coming about because many thought that he was going to drop the rates. And I've been saying for a long time, double digits. Sometimes we get hope. We had hope right before this moment today where they gave CPI that Powell's going to step down. He didn't. Now they're saying September. You know what else happens in September? We start heading into the slow real estate market season. This is the season right now to be buying and selling, and it's not happening. Most markets in America are turning into buyer markets. And if you're paying attention, not only are people pulling out of deals that they already agreed to because they find better deals, they keep looking. So if they find a house that they really like, they keep looking. They'll just pull the contract out and be out of that house. And they'll go look somewhere else. It's happening even in California. I think they're up to 16% of people who are pulling out of contracts. On top of their inventory is growing, and on top of there not being no demand, and on top of the amount of houses that are selling is way down. So you have to think logically. It's not just drop the rates and everything goes back to where it was at. No. There's cycles. The '08 crash was probably 8 to 10 years before the market turned around. We haven't even started dropping dramatically unless you're in Florida. Parts of Florida are down 20%. So when we start to go down, you have to understand we're going to go down for several years. It's not going to be just, boom, we hit a bottom. No. And if in the process, the rates start to work its way out. And you have to understand, too, they're not just going to go from the 6.5%, 7% that we're at to 3%. It would take time. They have to see how it works out before you actually get way down there, if you get way down there. And in between there, the Fed has to turn on the money printer. And that's how the economy booms. Think about 2020, people. When everybody was getting stimulus checks, the stock market was flying, houses were flying, cars were getting expensive, people were buying it regardless of what the price was. And now everybody's in the what the fuck moment. What did I do to myself? I'm just putting it out there, trying to educate anybody who's willing to listen.